In this video, we're going to explore one of the menus that you might not know about, the Control Center. This menu can be very useful in your day-to-day use of your device, and may even contain some features you didn't even know your device had. Before we start, this channel is dedicated to helping you learn to operate your phone with ease and use your device as effectively as possible. If videos like this are helpful to you, consider subscribing to get more helpful walkthroughs and explanations like this one. Comment any questions you may have, and share this video with anyone you think may find this information helpful. Without further delay, let's get started. The Control Center is accessed with a swipe gesture on both the iPhone's with and without the home button, and I will show you how to access it from both of these types of devices. We'll start with the iPhone's without the home button first. Start with your thumb on the top right-hand corner of the screen, just to the right of the notch or island on your phone's screen. From there, you want to swipe straight down. If you have an iPhone with a home button, you will start with your thumb in the bottom middle of your screen and swipe up. The screen that these gestures make appear is called the Control Center. At first glance, this screen may seem a little overwhelming and can be easily ignored, but this screen is incredibly useful for performing quick actions on your phone. We can see sections that have icons which represent different functions. For instance, the status of your phone's connection settings. We can see airplane mode, cellular, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth at a glance. If you press and hold this section, you will see it expand with even more functions. Not only can we see their status, but we can also turn these functions on or off with a press of any of these icons. If the icons are colored, that means that they're on. If they are dark gray, like the airplane mode button, it means that they are off. And if they are white or light gray, it means that the feature is disabled. Icons that are this color are typically only off temporarily. For example, if your Wi-Fi icon is grayed out, it means that it is off only for now, but tomorrow it will turn itself back on automatically. Wi-Fi will also turn itself back on if you leave the environment you're in and go to a location with a Wi-Fi network that your phone recognizes from the past and is set to automatically reconnect to. In this expanded menu, you can also turn AirDrop on or off. AirDrop is a feature on Apple devices used to quickly share media and files to other Apple devices. We can also see Personal Hotspot, which is used to share your phone's internet connection with another device so you don't need to rely on public Wi-Fi. Let's tap on an empty section of the screen to return to the Control Center. The top right section is Media Control. If you are listening to music or watching a video, there will be media controls available here, like the play and pause buttons. In the next row down, you can see the Rotate Lock control. If the button is grayed out like this, it means that as you rotate your phone, the screen will also rotate to match your device's orientation. But if the icon is white, with the lock being red, the screen will stay the same no matter what direction you turn your device. Just beside the rotation lock is a button used to access a feature called screen mirroring. This feature would be used if you have a smart TV or an Apple computer at home and wanted to display something from your device on a larger screen, like a movie or photos. These taller sections are sliders to adjust things like your screen brightness and your media volume. The one with the sun is for your screen brightness, and as you move the slider up, the screen will become brighter, and as you move it down, the screen will become more dim. The volume slider works much the same way. The higher the slider is, the louder the media will be, and the lower the slider is, the quieter it will be. Moving directly below the rotation lock button and screen mirroring button is a quick access to any focus modes you may have set up. If you don't have any of these created yet, that's fine. Do Not Disturb is available by default and will always be accessible from here. Moving down to the next row, we have things like the flashlight, the timer, the calculator, and camera. That's right, your phone has a flashlight built in and you don't even need to download some aftermarket app to access it. Tapping this button will turn on the light on the back of your phone just beside the cameras. The timer brings up the clock app to the timer option, which is great to assist with different things like cooking. The calculator opens up the calculator, and the camera opens up the camera. It is possible to modify the Control Center of your phone to include more or less features. To do this, let's return to the home screen and open our settings. Scroll down until you find this button that says Control Center. Once here, we can see the controls we already have on the Control Center under the section labeled Included Controls. Directly below this section is an area called More Controls, which gives you more options like accessibility shortcuts, alarm, and even the screen recording function that I use to record the screen on my iPhone SE. I won't go into detail about each of these functions at this time, but feel free to add ones that you think would be useful and play around with them. When you add a new control to the control center, you can change the order these functions appear top to bottom by pressing, holding, and dragging on any of these sections with the 3 lines, and moving the item up or down the list. And there you have it. Now you have the ability to access even more of your phone's core features with the press of a button. This is honestly one of my most used menus on my phone, and as you get used to the control center, you'll find it significantly improves your experience with your device. Thank you so much for watching, and once again, if you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing. Leave a comment down below with any questions you may have, and if you know anybody who may benefit from content similar to this, please feel free to share this video with them. Until then, have a great rest of your day.